Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel, Magnetize Official. Of all the souls in this world, there is one who holds you closest in their heart, one who feels an undeniable pull toward you, a force both magnetic and deeply emotional. This isn't just fleeting attraction or surface-level desire. It's something richer, more profound. It's the kind of connection that lingers in the quiet moments, in the spaces between their thoughts, in the unspoken words that dance on the tip of their tongue. They feel the distance between you now, and it unsettles them. It's as if they've suddenly found themselves standing at the edge of a vast ocean, knowing that on the other side you are there, but uncertain of how to bridge the waters that have risen between you. They can sense your frustration, your hurt, perhaps even your anger, and that realization stings in a way they weren't prepared for. Because more than anything, they miss the warmth of your presence, the effortless way your laughter once filled the air, the way your eyes shimmered with light when you were truly at ease. Take a moment right now to pause this video and do 3 simple things. First, show your support by hitting that like button. It helps more than you know. Second, subscribe to the channel so we can reach our amazing goal of 10,000 subscribers together. And third, drop a comment with the number 99. This special number will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this message and bringing us closer to the transformation we seek. Let's make it happen. What they crave most isn't just your closeness. It's your authenticity, your raw, unfiltered emotions, the way you once let them see you in a way no one else had. There was a time when walls didn't exist between you, when you trusted them enough to let them see your heart in its most vulnerable state. That connection was rare, sacred even, and now, in its absence, they realize just how much it meant. They find themselves replaying memories, grasping for the feeling of what once was. And with every passing day, the desire to close the gap between you grows stronger. They are no longer content to sit in silence, to let the space widen into something unfixable. There is a longing in their soul to make things right, to take a step toward you, to be brave enough to reach out, even if they don't yet have all the right words. They are preparing to express what has been left unsaid, to give voice to the emotions that have been quietly building within them. Perhaps it will be through a letter, something heartfelt that you can hold in your hands, a tangible reflection of all that they feel but struggle to say aloud. Whatever form it takes, their intention is clear. They want you to know how much they care, how deeply they still believe in what you once shared. In their heart, they hold a vision of the future, not just a fleeting reunion, but something lasting and real. A love built on mutual understanding, respect, and the kind of openness that allows 2 souls to truly see one another. They don't want to relive the past. They want to create something new, something even stronger. And so, they stand on the edge of that ocean, ready to take the first step, hoping with all their heart that when they do, you'll feel it too. To them, you are nothing short of extraordinary. In you, they see the qualities of an ideal partner, kindness that soothes, compassion that heals, understanding that brings comfort, and love that feels boundless. They admire the way you carry yourself, the way you see the world, and the way you pour your heart into what you believe in. Every part of you, your strengths, your quirks, even the imperfections you try to hide, only makes you more real, more captivating. They don't just accept you as you are, they cherish you. To them, you are someone truly worthy of deep, unwavering love, and they long to be the one to offer it to you. They are profoundly aware of the connection you share, a bond so intense that it lingers in every heartbeat and echoes in every silent moment. The love between you is not just a fleeting emotion, it's a force, something raw, magnetic, and undeniably real. They feel the passion, the depth, the electricity in every thought of you, and it stirs something deep inside them. And now, with this understanding, they feel ready. Ready to take that leap of faith, to step into the unknown with you, to explore what this connection could truly become. They are willing to face whatever challenges may come, knowing that the journey with you, however unpredictable, is one worth taking. But even with this determination, they've been struggling. Lately, their world has felt heavy, weighed down by burdens that have drained their light. The imbalance, the toxicity, the unresolved wounds. They've cast a shadow over their happiness, leaving them feeling as if they are walking through a tunnel with no clear end in sight. And in those moments of doubt, they begin to wonder, am I truly worthy of this love? Can I give them what they deserve? These thoughts have haunted them, creating a battle within their own heart. And yet, through it all, their mind drifts back to you. Over and over they find themselves replaying the moments you've shared, the way your laughter once felt like sunlight breaking through the clouds, the way your presence made even the darkest days feel lighter. They see you in their memories, like a film playing on repeat, and the more they watch, the more they realize how much they miss you. Not just the comfort of your presence, but the depth of your understanding, the way you once made them feel seen, accepted, loved. They long for that emotional openness again, the ability to let their walls down and invite you into their heart without fear. They want to stand before you, unguarded, vulnerable, real, to show you the sides of themselves they've hidden, to share their fears, their dreams, their truths. They yearn for a connection that isn't one-sided, where love flows freely in both directions, where giving and receiving feels effortless and natural. And despite the weight of their struggles, they haven't lost hope. Deep down, they still believe. They believe in the strength of your bond, in the power of your love, and in the possibility of a future where the two of you can finally come together in the way you were always meant to. They are ready now, ready to take the next step, to move forward, to rebuild and nurture something real with you. They are ready to love, ready to give, to receive, to cherish, to build. The only question that remains is, are you ready for them? Because this connection they share with you isn't just something ordinary. It's not just chemistry, not just familiarity. It's something deeper. Something that reaches beyond time, beyond logic, beyond explanation. It's a bond that has woven itself into the very fabric of their soul. And when you're not there, they feel it, an emptiness, a longing, a void that no one else can seem to fill. It's not just loneliness, it's the absence of you. And no matter how much time passes, no matter how far they wander, that space in their heart remains untouched, because it was always meant for you. There are moments when the sadness becomes unbearable, like an endless tide pulling me under, leaving me lost in a sea of longing. And I know you felt it too. It's in the quiet moments when you think no one is watching, in the way your eyes dim with unspoken sorrow. The pain of our distance is something neither of us can escape, no matter how strong we try to be. But please, my love, don't cry for me. Don't let the weight of this separation steal your light. I see your sadness, and it shatters me. I feel it, as if your tears are my own, as if your sorrow echoes through my very soul. What hurts the most is knowing I've been the cause of so many of those tears. Every moment of pain I've brought you is like a wound on my heart, one that I carry with me no matter how much time passes. The difference is I've hidden my tears from you. I've worn a mask of strength, trying to shield you from the depth of my regret, my sorrow, my longing. I never wanted my pain to become your burden. But the truth is, I hate myself for hurting you, for not being the person you deserved when you needed me most. I see the ways I let you down, the ways I failed to show up for you, and it haunts me. I know there are moments when you wonder if I ever truly cared, if I ever really loved you the way I claimed, and that thought alone crushes me. Because the truth is, I have never stopped loving you. Not for a second. Not even in the moments when it seemed like I had turned away. I know my silence must have felt like a betrayal. I know you may have seen my actions as cowardice. And maybe you're right. Maybe I was afraid. Afraid of my own emotions, afraid of losing myself, afraid of not being enough for you. I can't change the past. I can't undo the choices I made, the words I left unsaid, the moments I let slip through my fingers. But if I could, I would go back. I would hold you tighter. I would tell you the truth, that you have always been the most beautiful thing in my life. I should have been honest with you. I should have let you see the fears and insecurities that held me back instead of shutting you out. I was fighting battles within myself that I didn't know how to win. I was drowning in my own shadows, trying so desperately to stay afloat. And in doing so, I pushed away the very person who could have helped me find the light. But please understand, I had to take this time. I had to step away, not because I didn't love you, but because I did. Because I needed to heal, to grow, to become someone worthy of you. I didn't want to bring you more pain. I didn't want my unresolved wounds to poison something so pure, so beautiful. I had to face my demons so that one day I could stand before you whole without the weight of my past dragging us both down. This journey of self-healing wasn't just for me. It was for us. Because the last thing I ever wanted was to see you hurt because of me. I wanted to be the person who lifts you up, not the one who makes you question your worth. And for all the ways my own struggles seeped into our love, for all the times I let my unhappiness affect us, I am truly, deeply sorry. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if time will bring us back together or if the universe has other plans. But what I do know is this: you are still the most precious thing in my heart. My love for you has never wavered, and it never will. No matter where life takes us, no matter how much time passes, you will always be the one who changed me, the one who showed me what love could truly be. And if there is even the smallest chance that we can rebuild what we lost, that we can find our way back to each other, I will do whatever it takes. I will fight for us, for the love that never truly faded. But until that day comes, please hold on to this one truth. You are always in my thoughts. You are always in my heart. And I am so sorry for the pain I've caused. I know you reached a point where the exhaustion became unbearable. Not just physically, but deep within your soul. You carried the weight of emotional and mental fatigue, a heaviness that settled into your spirit like an anchor. I see now how my actions, my toxic patterns, and the endless cycle of manipulation drained you, leaving you depleted. It was like being caught in a never-ending loop, a broken record stuck on the same painful melody, playing over and over again. The inconsistency, the unpredictability of my behavior, it was too much. One moment, I would pull you close, and the next, I would push you away. I see now how it wore you down, how it chipped away at the love and trust we once shared. You weren't just tired of the situation, you were tired of me. Tired of the emotional whiplash, of never knowing what to expect. Tired of giving so much of yourself only to be left questioning whether I ever truly valued you. So, you made a choice. A painful, necessary choice. You walked away, not out of anger, not out of spite, but out of a deep need to protect yourself. You needed space, a moment to breathe, a chance to reclaim the parts of yourself that had been lost in the chaos. You weren't running away from love. You were running toward self-respect, toward peace, toward healing. And I won't lie, your absence hit me like a shockwave. I had grown comfortable in the dynamic we created, convinced that no matter what I did, you would always be there. You were my constant, my safe place, the one I could always count on. I never thought I'd see the day when I would have to fight for your attention, for your presence in my life. But here we are. For the first time, I am standing in unfamiliar territory, realizing that this time, things are different. This isn't a temporary break. It's not a test. It's not a game. This time, you are serious. This time, you chose you. And I am finally beginning to grasp what that means. It's terrifying. The thought of truly losing you, of not hearing your voice, of not feeling your energy, of not knowing where I stand in your world, fills me with an anxiety I can't shake. The silence is deafening, and for the first time, I am left with nothing but my own thoughts, my own regrets, my own mistakes staring back at me. I want to reach out. I want to bridge the gap between us, to find the right words that could somehow make this all okay. But I don't know how. I don't know if you would even want to hear from me, if my voice would bring comfort or reopen old wounds. I don't know if my words could ever be enough to undo the damage that's already been done. So here I am, sitting with my own uncertainty, examining every decision, every misstep, every moment I failed to show up for you in the way you deserved. I am questioning myself in ways I never have before. For the first time, I am forced to truly see the role I played in all of this. And it's painful. But while I am caught in this storm of reflection and regret, you have stepped fully into your power. And my God, you are unstoppable. You have risen beyond the pain, beyond the past, beyond the version of yourself that once accepted less than you deserved. You have embraced your worth, your strength, your divinity. And now, nothing can stand in your way. Your energy is different now. It's calm, steady, unwavering. You no longer move from a place of fear or longing. Instead, you radiate confidence, self-love, and an unshakable sense of peace. And as much as it stings to know that I am no longer at the center of your world, I can't help but admire the person you've become. You have transformed, and maybe, just maybe, that transformation was exactly what was meant to happen. Maybe, in losing you, I was meant to find myself. And maybe, in finding yourself, you have stepped into the life you were always meant to live. I can't predict where this journey will take us, or whether time will eventually guide us back to one another. But there is one thing I know with absolute certainty. I see you now. I see you in your fullness, in your raw authenticity. And no matter what the future holds, I will never stop being in awe of the incredible person you've become. Your presence now radiates a magnetism, a warmth that's undeniable. But it's not just your outward energy that draws people in. It's the peace you carry within. There's a quiet strength in the way you move through life, a serenity that wraps around you like a comforting embrace. You're not admired because of what you can offer, not for the things you do or the roles you play. No, you're admired for who you are. Your authenticity, your unwavering commitment to being yourself in a world that often tries to box people in, is what makes you stand out. And in that, you've become a beacon of inspiration. The way you show up in the world, unapologetically true to yourself, has made a deep and lasting impact. It's like indelible ink on their soul, a mark that can't be erased, no matter how hard they try. In the stillness, when there are no words, only emotions, and unspoken thoughts lingering in the space between you, they feel the weight of it. They feel the pull, the call to return to you. They may not always know the right words, but in their heart, they are already making their way back to you, seeking the path that leads them home. There's a profound gratitude that lives in their heart for what you've brought into their life. It's not a fleeting feeling, but a deep, abiding appreciation for your presence, your love, and the way you've shifted their perspective. You've inspired them to do the hard work of looking inward. You've helped them confront the fears and insecurities that they once kept locked away, buried in the dark corners of their soul. You were the mirror that reflected their truth, helping them see the parts of themselves that needed healing. And because of you, they are finally doing the work to heal. Now, they stand in a place of yearning, desiring the very thing you've always hoped for, a reunion. A chance to close the gap that time, distance, and misunderstanding have created between you. They want to reignite the connection that once burned brightly between you, to rekindle the bond that, even though it's been tested, still holds the potential to be something beautiful. For so long, they kept their feelings hidden behind walls, afraid of being vulnerable, of showing their true selves. But that's changing. They are beginning to peel away the layers of defense, slowly allowing their guard to fall. What was once kept under lock and key is now ready to be shared, to be expressed. They are ready to let you in, to share the emotions they've been carrying for so long. They've come to understand that this is no longer about playing it safe, no longer about staying in their comfort zone. It's time to take a leap of faith, to express what's been buried in their heart. And you, your unwavering patience, your steadfast belief in love, your commitment to this connection are about to be rewarded. Your faith has been the steady anchor in this journey, and the strength of your bond will soon be reflected in the actions they're ready to take. This moment is a testament to the power of love, the power of remaining true to your heart and trusting that the universe will align everything in its time. You've weathered storms, shown grace in times of uncertainty, and now the universe is preparing to honor your patience and unwavering faith. The love you've always hoped for, the reunion you've dreamed of, is within reach. And when it arrives, it will be everything you've ever desired, and more. The time has come for them to step forward, to take that first bold step towards you, to show you through their actions how committed they are to making things right. It's no longer about waiting for the right moment, it's now. They're ready to prove their love in a way that words alone never could. All the things they've kept inside, the thoughts unsaid, the emotions hidden, the feelings they've suppressed, are on the verge of being released. The silence that stood between you, the distance that's kept you apart, is about to be bridged. The truth is coming out, and with it, a new beginning. Your person is preparing to lay their heart bare before you, to share everything they've been holding in all this time. They're ready to express the depth of their emotions, to tell you what they've been feeling. Something more than just words, but a true confession of love. This is not just an acknowledgement. This is a powerful declaration, a public proclamation of their feelings, a testament to their commitment and unwavering desire to move forward together. They are ready to leap into the unknown, to dive headfirst into the vast ocean of love, ready to swim against any tide, to fight through any challenge, just to be with you. This is their journey, one they are finally ready to take. Their path leads straight to you, and they want nothing more than to walk it with you by their side. They know it won't be easy, They know the road is rocky and uncertain, but they are ready. For the first time, they are fully open to the possibilities of what you both could create together. From the moment you crossed paths, your connection has been nothing short of extraordinary. It has been a whirlwind, one that, while filled with beautiful moments, has also been tangled up with challenges that seemed too big to overcome. There have been setbacks, misunderstandings, and obstacles that tested both of your hearts and resolve. Yet even in the hardest of times, one thing has remained constant and unwavering: the love you share for each other. Even when disagreements felt too heavy to bear, even when tempers flared and words were exchanged in haste, your bond held strong. No matter how much space or distance came between you, you always felt the pull back toward one another. And in those quiet moments, when the world seems to slow down, you both long for the comfort and reassurance of being together. You miss the sound of each other's voice, the warmth of each other's touch. The memories you've created, the laughter, the shared experiences, the love, are the things you carry with you, especially when apart. I find myself lost in daydreams often, imagining a place where we could be free from all the distractions and chaos of the world. A place where we could simply exist together, in peace and quiet, letting everything else fade away. I see us sitting together, talking about everything and nothing at all. I can feel us laughing at our shared jokes, enjoying the warmth of each other's presence, wrapped in the kind of love that makes everything else seem secondary. I know that right now you're carrying a lot: the confusion, the uncertainty, the fear of what lies ahead. I feel the weight of it with you. But I want you to know this, from the depths of my heart. I will never give up on you. I'm not just saying this. I'm living it. I am fully committed to you, to us. I will walk through every storm, face every challenge, and endure whatever it takes, because being true to myself means being with you, loving you, sharing every moment, both the joyous and the difficult ones. I'm here, now and always, ready to walk this journey with you, wherever it may lead. Before you came into my life, everything felt like it was stuck in grayscale, dull, lifeless, like I was simply going through the motions. I knew about intimacy, but it always seemed like an abstract idea, something I could never fully grasp or experience. But then you arrived, and your love, gentle, patient, and powerful, started to seep into the cracks of my heart. Slowly but surely, you healed the wounds I didn't even know I was carrying, and for the first time, I experienced a joy so deep, so fulfilling, that I couldn't believe it had been waiting for me all along. You transformed me into someone better, someone I could be proud of. But now, I see that something has shifted within you. You've built walls around your heart, protecting yourself from the pain you fear might come again. I know that these walls are there because of my actions, the lies I told, the secrets I kept, the silences I imposed on us. I can feel the weight of the hurt I've caused you, and though I never meant to, I know it's real. If you need time, if you need space to heal and rebuild the trust that was once there, I understand. I would never rush you, because I know that the healing process is something that can't be forced, but please know that I'm here, waiting patiently, ready to put in the effort to make things right, to fight for us, because I believe with all my heart that our love is worth every ounce of that fight. Your partner, the one who's always been so quiet, so reserved, often hides their deepest feelings behind a veil of secrecy. This isn't because they lack emotion, it's actually the opposite. Their feelings for you run so deep, burning with a passion so intense it could light up the night, but they keep it hidden, locking it away in the deepest corners of their heart. This silence isn't because they don't care, it's rooted in a fear as old as time itself, the fear of being abandoned. They're afraid that if they reveal the full extent of their feelings, they could risk losing you, that you might not feel the same, and their love could go unreturned. It's a fear that's kept them from fully expressing their heart, and it's caused them to build walls, to create a fortress around their love, one that protects it but also keeps it hidden from view. But hiding this love comes at a cost. It's become a burden they carry, one that weighs heavily on them, like an anchor tied to their soul, pulling them deeper into a sea of unexpressed emotions. This love has been simmering inside them, growing stronger with each passing day, even as they try to keep it buried. It's as though they've been carrying a torch, one that burns brighter and hotter, fueled by their unspoken love for you. And despite their best efforts to keep it all inside, there are moments when their emotions slip through, betraying their calm exterior. If you look closely, you might catch a fleeting glimpse of what's truly in their heart, reflected in their eyes. After all, it's often said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and no matter how hard they try to hide it, their eyes might reveal what their words cannot. There may have been a stretch of time where communication between you two grew quiet, where days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, with no words exchanged, no glances shared. But in that silence, they've not been stagnant, far from it. They've been quietly plotting their next move, planning their path forward, like a chess player studying the board, figuring out the best way to make their next move count. They haven't given up, and they haven't stopped thinking about you, not for a moment. And soon, when the time feels right, they'll be ready to speak the words they've kept hidden for so long. During all of this, you've kept your distance, not because your heart has wandered elsewhere, but perhaps because you've been lost in the process of understanding your own feelings. In this space, your partner perceives things differently. They interpret your distance as a sign that you're ready to let go, that you're seeking to move on, to free yourself from the emotional limbo that has held you both in place. They believe that you are opening yourself up to new possibilities, exploring options that may no longer include them. This misunderstanding adds a layer of complexity to an already tangled situation, weaving a web of emotions that is delicate, fragile, and, at times, overwhelming. It's a timeless story, two hearts trying to find their way back to each other, each one navigating through a maze of emotions, misinterpretations, and things left unsaid. It's a dance, full of grace, but also full of uncertainty, a dance of love and fear, of hope and doubt. Such is the nature of love, isn't it? It's not always a straight line. It's a winding journey, with both highs and lows, joy and sorrow. And in the end, the only thing that guides us is the heart. Because it is the heart that feels deeply, the heart that loves fiercely, and ultimately, the heart that knows the way, even when the mind is confused or clouded by doubt. I'm keenly aware of the discomfort I've caused you, especially when I slip away without offering any explanation. I know that it leaves you questioning, feeling unsettled, and wondering what's really going on. I realize now that it's unfair to you, and I take full responsibility for that. But now I find myself in a difficult place. I'm hesitant to reach out, mainly because I fear the question I know you'll ask, the one that's been lingering between us. Why did I disappear without a word? And in the quiet of the night, the weight of it all becomes even heavier. Sleep seems impossible as I lie awake, my mind constantly drifting back to you. I ache for the comfort you once gave me, the peace I felt just being near you. It's a peace I didn't fully appreciate until it was no longer there. And now, I can only hope that we can find our way back to each other, no matter how long it takes. If this video resonated with you and you crave more, interact with the content, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official. Share these words with anyone who might find comfort and inspiration.